Hello everyone, Ziljin here with another art video. So it's been a while since I uploaded a video and even longer since I uploaded an art video. Yeah, so I've been swamped and exhausted from work. So when I come home, I just want to, chill, relax. Yeah, and I've been relaxing by drawing more art. So yeah, hopefully I can get a more consistent drawing this year around, because every year is the same. I draw for a while and then I just stop and don't draw for a super long time. So yeah, there's not going to be that much ASMR videos in the future, and eventually they will run out, all the ones I've recorded, and I don't know if I'm going to record anymore, which is unfortunate. But yeah, like I said, I just want to focus on work and then art. Yeah. So here's the first one. Here's a dark elf assassin, because I want to do more world building with my fantasy universe that will never see the light of day. I mean, you're seeing it right now. So you're just seeing little snippets. So there's not going to be some epic, animation or comic or etc. So yeah, if you want to hear me talk about it, so here's your only chance pretty much. So yeah. Here's a dark elf assassin, and I know, stockings, thigh-high stockings, that kind, and mini skirts probably didn't exist in the past, but like it's my universe. It's my fantasy universe. I can add whatever I want into it, right? I mean, this is like the most modern thing that will be showing up in the universe. I mean, although maybe later I'll, take nods from like Warhammer and Warcraft, we would have like steam engines and like almost like, yeah, steampunk stuff. But yeah, yeah. So I'm trying to kind of set it around in like a medieval time, but obviously I can have like, cavemen tribes and stuff like that. I mean, it's mostly focused on medieval Europe, but ideally I want to have, cultures from all over the world, all over the time periods. I mean, like later on, maybe gunpowder, but I don't think I want to go past like the gunpowder age or whatever. Yeah, definitely no tanks or airplanes, stuff like that. Yeah, laser guns, etc. I mean, I could draw that kind of stuff later, but it won't be in this universe. But anyway, so yeah, here's the dark elf assassin, because dark elves are evil. So obviously they would have, assassin warrior class. So yeah. So here's a poison dipped dagger and a handheld crossbow, which is based on the design I drew last time for the bandit. Yeah. And there's really not much else to say, but yeah, I'm trying to make these drawings more consistent and similar to the previous ones I drew, similar hair color, skin tone, etc. And here's a warrior, human warrior versus a demon. This actually started out as a human warrior versus an ogre, but hopefully you can tell this guy is sort of based on Guts from Berserk. So I decided to just make it a demon for more, um, thematic purposes. Yeah, and made him naked instead of having clothes on or armor, etc. Because again, Berserk, the demons usually don't wear armor, but although if you read the later issues, there's actually like demon knights where they have armors and shields and etc. But yeah, if I had more motivation, I would have drew some wings, so he's more like a Balrog, like from Lord of the Rings, or like Zod from Berserk. Huge demon, must have huge wings for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah. Anyway, so yeah, he has a giant sword and the arm cannon. You can see, he just blasted him in the chest. There's a little smoke there. Yeah, and he has the Viking shield. This is the pretty much my main shield I draw for everyone. Viking shields for everyone, even if you're not a Viking. And here's this one. You might think, wow, this looks amazing. That's because I traced it. I was Googling up pictures of the Hulk fighting people because I wanted to try some, giantoid, huge fantasy races duking it out. So yeah, this one was supposed to be a Hulk, and he has like two trees or something fighting against um, Juggernaut, which is why he has those boots on. So I decided to change it. Here's an ogre versus a frost giant, and again, trying to make it similar to the previous drawings I had, you know. So the frost giant, he has, you know, he has pants and he has boots, and he got that frizzly gray hair and blue skin. And then the ogre, you know, has a more, um, I guess basically white person skin tone, more European skin tone, and then he has like a caveman look. Because all my ogres, you know, they look like humans, but with like more caveman features, like prehistoric humans, basically, giant prehistoric humans. And ideally, I would have also regular giants, which is basically ogres with hair and without the huge eyebrows. The what is this called? No, not eyebrow. The Cro-Magnon brow or whatever. You know, less primitive looking. Yeah. And obviously they would be wearing clothes like the frost giants, no loincloths. So yeah. Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, so that's the ogre versus the frost giant. And obviously there's in the fantasy universe, I guess, you know, the huge giant creatures, they crave battle, and sometimes, you know, they um, offer their services as mercenaries, etc. You know, because they want to have battle and food and drink and etc. So the little pests, the little, you know, humans that are all over the planet, you know, all over the world, they hire the giant creatures to fight their battles. So I guess the frost giant would come from the north, so Viking raiders or some kind of Viking analog in my universe, you know, Northmen come in from the mountainous cold regions. That's why they have a frost giant with them. And then the more inland, warmer climate kingdom or barbarians or whatever has the ogre with them. Yeah. So yeah, those two giant creatures duking it out. And yeah, so this is more playing again with the theme, the idea of, you know, ogres, giant creatures, you know, hanging around little humans for, you know, access to fights and food and etc. So yeah, so here's like the original idea is like a little village with some humans and an ogre guardian, you know, the ogre protects the villagers from the bandits, which obviously you can see from the next picture, which I end up doing. Yeah, so this was the more simple version because I was kind of lazy, too lazy to draw the actual thing, and then I ended up doing it. But yeah, so here's the ogre again, looking similar to the previous one. And you got the little humans again. I'm adding the thigh-high stockings, which should not have existed back then. I believe leggings or tights or whatever were eventually created like during like Renaissance period. So that's more closer to like the gunpowder period, you know, with the pikemen and the gunpowder troops and stuff like that's more like late medieval or whatever, you know. Yeah. So yeah, you got the ogre. He's protecting this village, which doesn't look like a village because there's only one house and only two peasants over here. But yeah, yeah, and you can see the proportions are completely different because that one was traced and this one is more closer to my intention, pretty much. Although, I mean, his head looks a little bit huge, maybe too big, but yeah, I'm okay with that. And here, this is meant to be like the same ogre and the same couple in the same house, the same farm, but you can definitely tell the previous picture, the humans were a lot closer in size to the ogre, and the ogre had a much bigger head. And over here, his head is a lot smaller. And yeah, yeah, see over here? The ogre's head is bigger than the hands and feet, and almost as, yeah, it's like half his torso. Over here, the head is like more the size of his boobie, and not as, his hands and feet are almost bigger than his head. More, yeah. I guess this is more proportional size maybe, and the humans are a lot smaller. But obviously, I mean, yeah. I mean, they're kind of in the background, and you can see these humans are a little bit bigger, a little bit taller. Yeah. It's all about the proportions. I mean, he's more closer to the foreground, so I guess that's the idea. So it's okay if they look a little smaller, and this is meant to be the same house, even though it looks completely. I mean, the design is the same, but the dimensions is completely different. This is more taller and skinnier, and this is shorter and wider. Yeah. Eventually, I'll get this consistency uh, in the drawings. As I mean, right now I'm just trying to, you know, draw more. So yeah, here's the farm plots, and you can see there's two different types of crops based on the green shapes, you know. And yeah, so here's, he got a club smashing this poor bandit. His head went splat, completely smushed to smithereens. And here's another guy, he got stomped on and he's dead. His blood oozing out everywhere. There's probably way too much blood, but yeah. And this bandit, he's still alive, but not for long. He's, you know, he got that axe into the ogre's arm, but it's too late. He's gonna die in the next like couple of seconds. I'm not sure how this would have played out, like where how they got the bandits got completely annihilated. But yeah, they did. That's what happened. So yeah, again, continue the theme. You know, the ogre is helping these farmers, you know, protect their land, their farm, and you know, they give him food. Maybe he likes, maybe he just likes drinking, you know, human beer and eating human cooked food, and you know, because a lot tastier than you know just drinking water from the ground and you know, eating raw animals or raw meat. Yeah, he's got an acquired taste for like human stuff, human foods. Yeah. And here's, you know, here's a orc. Hopefully you can tell it's an orc, and it's a, you know, it's meant to be like a more cute version. Yeah, so yeah, why not? You know, because I'm still figuring out my style. I mean, although I probably won't draw that much cute stuff, but there's no reason why I can't, you know, explore different kind of styles. I don't have to draw, you know, super serious fantasy drawings every time. Like, you know, like, yeah, I want to draw more, you know, huge scenes, epic scenes and stuff like that, but it doesn't have to be. You know, I can draw whatever I want. So here's, you know, again, like, here's a wood elf berserker, or it could just be a wood elf warrior. I mean, berserker because he's half naked, right? And all the battle scars everywhere. So he likes to fight, and he has the scars to prove it. Yeah, he got the boots, the pants, he got a belt, more detailed belt, and hand wrist cuffs, bracers, or whatever. Yeah, dual wielding because he's a berserker. He don't need no shield. He doesn't need no armor. Yeah, and here's a wood elf druid, at least it's supposed to be. So again, like most of these other drawings, I'm just drawing like free drawing, you know, which is why they kind of look so crummy, except for the two giants battling, the ogre versus the frost giant, because that was a trace. So this one, I actually did use a reference of Snow White, because I don't know why. I just wanted to draw like a more peaceful looking druid, and yeah, so like I remember Snow White, she's like on the floor or something. So yeah, I just wanted to base it on, oh my god, I just realized that should be, shoot. That should be the clove color. I don't know what happened. I guess I forgot to color that little circle, I mean triangle in. So yeah. So she doesn't really look much like a druid because usually druids have, you know, they have like a more roby kind of thing. But she has a staff. And here's a wolf, which looks so tiny right now. Yeah, and she got an owl, which is kind of based on, you know, Warcraft because the night elves have the owls and stuff. But yeah. And also, I didn't feel like drawing like a hawk or eagle or whatever, because that seemed like too stereotypical, maybe? I don't know. Because, yeah, usually when you have like stuff like Beastmaster, Druids, and stuff, they always have a hawk, you know, more predatorial bird. I mean, I'm pretty sure owls are predatory birds, but they're different, you know, you don't really see them drawn that much, I think. But yeah, here's my, here's my wood elf. Yeah. So yeah, so I'm gonna try drawing more. I've probably said that a million times before, but yeah, definitely for real this time, I think. Yeah. So probably mostly focus on fantasy, and yeah, like I said, I draw a lot of ogres, giant creatures, and stuff like that. I don't know why. I guess I'm just, you know, probably because in real life I'm so, you know, so I'm not gonna say skinny because I have a huge belly. I have like a one beer belly, even though I don't drink beer because I do eat a lot of carbs, which is basically what beer is. But yeah, so yeah, I'm fat. So I guess yes, you can see this this ogre is all muscular because it's based on the Hulk. These ogres is more like closer to my, like, I have that belly. I just don't have those muscles. So I guess the idea is like I draw these huge, giant, hulking creatures as some like idealized version of myself. I would love to have some huge muscles, but I don't. Alas, I don't. Yeah. And also, I'm really afraid of fighting or any confrontation. So yeah. So this is like these ogres are like I don't know some warped hyper masculine versions of myself in an ancient world, in a fantasy world, beating people up. Yeah, and getting free food from little tiny weak people. But yeah, that would be the life, wouldn't it? Yeah. So anyway, so I'll try to draw more stuff. Yeah. So hopefully everyone enjoyed watching this video. Be sure to let me know down below, so, you know, which one was your favorite. Any specific requests? I mean, I'll try to entertain them, but not necessarily. But yeah, if you have a request and I like it, I'll definitely draw it. That's all I can promise. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. Bye.